thought we were probably worthy of it. Started really well, get the early goal, and then sort of went into a bit of self-destruct mode. So obviously had to change it a bit earlier than what I would like, but you've got to sometimes protect young lads, and we'll protect forwards and we'll get round them. You know, it's a tough one. I've been there, and when you're first starting out, you get in them moments. So he'll be fine, and he'll be a better player and a better person for it. And then at half time, I just thought I weren't too happy with how many balls we turned over in the first half, and sort of lost battles which I weren't happy about. So I decided, to give us some legs in terms of Cam Swire being able to get at them and use his ability on the ball, and dropping Cam McGeehan back into a deeper role. And just asked him to be a bit more aggressive, play forward more, because we tended to turn down really good opportunities in the first half, especially when we were 1-0 up. We then thought that we didn't have to keep putting the ball in the box, and we didn't do it. And I said, I'll showed them some clips, and they did it. They did it better in the second half. Listen, we're in a great spectacle, but I'm delighted. I'm delighted to send all the fans home, before Christmas with a win under our belt. And it's been a real good year.
And you started both halves really, really fast, and especially in the second half, you were then able to get another goal and then really sort of take control of the game. Yeah,
and I think we've got 3 goals from set pieces, which we haven't been doing. And I said, we've got to get better at the set pieces. Something we work on tirelessly, and we have done since I've come into the. But what we've done is we got the rewards tonight, because people have done the jobs, and when you do your jobs and the ball's in the right place, gives you a good opportunity to score goals. And thankfully, McGee, if it drops to anybody, McGeehan's probably one of the ones you want him to drop to. And as I just said, I've just got him a brace, because he's listened to me. I just said I've got to get Tommy. He's just got to start listening to me now, and if he runs where I tell him to run, he might start scoring goals as well for me.
Trademark Cameron McGeehan, we were saying in commentary, he just has a knack of popping up in the right place at the right time, and I tweeted about the goal. It was the same thing. It was a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, exactly. But we as I said, we work on it. It's not just something it's thrown in, and we work on it to try and get them outcomes. And as I said, I'm delighted that he got a couple of goals. Even the corner, what we worked on yesterday, to get that early, and you think, come on, now we can crack on, but we didn't. But what I liked is that he took it on the chin at half time, and he come out and they won the game, which is good, because we're at 6 fields. We want to win the game. Wimbledon aside, who many will think they're outperforming at the minute, but that's what we want to do as well, because they've been fantastic. Johnny's done a great job there, so they're not an easy team, and they're going to take points off people as well. So delighted to get the 3 points tonight.
Did today go to show just how much strength and depth your squad had to be able to take off Dean Campbell, put Cam Swire on, and he made a real impact? Yeah,
look, I spoke about it, last week. I think now we're getting a squad which we've built in the summer so that we can make changes. We can take people off. We can make 4 or 5 changes, and and we'll need all of them. We need all of them. Crackers was unfortunate to miss out on the bench tonight. Someone of his quality sitting in the stands. We had Jack Perkins obviously suspended for the next 3 games, so that's unfortunate that hasn't been turned over. But look, we move on. Tyrese Forner, he's just feeling something in his adductor, so we're just keeping him low key, wrapping him up in a bit of cotton wool. He's played the most minutes out of all the players. So again, look, we've built a squad so that we can handle these situations, and the lads are doing it, and it gives them opportunity to stand up and say, I want that share, I want that position, and that's what I want. I want to keep pushing them, and that's what I've just said. We've got a couple of days off now to go and spend with the families and have their really early Christmas with the families, because although they'll be off and around them on Christmas Day, it's a really important day where you focus, and if you're there with all your loved ones, but you've got to sort of take yourself away, because temptation is just so much in and around Christmas. So as I said, it's important, because now we want to back this up with a real good result at Burton next Friday.
And how important is it to go into such a busy run of games off the back of a good home win?
Of course, it's brilliant, isn't it? And as I said, even you sit at home, you've been at 3 points sometimes on a Friday night. if it doesn't go your way, you're looking at all the results the next day and thinking, oh, what are we looking at? But as I just said to the lads, look, don't worry about anybody else. We concentrate on us. We've got an okay, as I said last week, we've got an okay output of points, if you like. I think we should have had more and could have had more. But sometimes, football's a cruel game and you never get what you deserve. So you've got to work hard for it. And what they are doing is they're working hard, and I'm delighted with each and every one of them. So they've done me really proud over the last 6 months since they've all come together. And I think I'm seeing a real good squad gelling together and a cohesive squad which we believe can outperform what everybody else thinks about us.
Congratulations on the 3 points. Kevin Nolan, there, Cobblers manager.